Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I will start with tonight's show. So Pep Guardiola doing your own press conference today. Ateta doing your own press conference today. No say in the morning I been talk and say based on say we get match tomorrow. So press conference supposed to come today, you get, unless maybe they don't put the record am, but the press conference came. Now they come dey ask Pep about wetin and slot talk because this set piece matter na no be small issue now. Everybody is voicing out. Many people dey against am. You get, say why they go dey grab people as if say they no dey follow do am. You get. So they come dey ask Pep wetin and slot talk. Pep say see, instead of to dey complain, just adapt. You know the funny thing, wetin Ancelot talk, Ancelot no really mention name, but we know say na Arsenal dey refer to. Even though no be only Arsenal dey do am. He no mention name. But when Pep dey answer the question, Pep talk about Arsenal because Pep know say na Arsenal gangan. They dey talk about that. We are not the only ones doing it. Everton is doing it. Fulham is doing it. Brentford is doing it. Even Man City sef dey do am. Tottenham Hotspur dey do am. Chelsea dey do am. But Man U gone, if they wan play corner, dem sef dey there, crowd the box. Abi dem no dey there. Liverpool sef. But because now we sabi do am pass, now we don score the most goals. And they come be like say we wan use am go win league. Then now we dey use break defenses. That's why everybody is focusing in on us. Gonna be like say the limelight dey on us. Yeah, they don't turn the flashlight now. Our head e dey. So when you look at how I think it was Fabrizio Romano, okay, Sky Sports Football, then I put out the report. Now Pep said you can complain, but you have to adapt. You have to adapt. Say Pep Guardiola response to Ancelot's comment suggesting that the Premier League is no longer a joy to watch, as what Ancelot said, and compares the current set piece trend to basketball played by the Golden State Warriors and the Boston Celtics. Now, for context, Pep can explain say for basketball before people know they really put mind for 3-pointer. They go just do go get their 2 points, until Steph Curry come master am to the point where we say they can't use and they collect many 3 points. Now everybody don't dey do am. Even Boston Celtics now, everybody don't get their own one professional. We say 3 point Ashola anywhere we dey, we all try am. Omawole so like you must just adapt. No be by complaining. So now wetin Baba dey talk. Now at the same time, Pep Guardiola can also talk say as dem dey like this and they dey 5 points behind Arsenal and they cannot afford to drop points in the title race, which means the match against Nottingham Forest, where them go play, they are looking out for a winner. They ask him about Eliala injury because he has a knee injury, even though Pep say you know they to play tomorrow. So you say, well, him never really know. They go check, see they go use today decide whether the guy go play. Some people they play today, then go play tomorrow. Which will they play tomorrow? 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Now all of us will play. Now, when you look at this particular BBC report, BBC when they analyze this set pieces, when they give defense for Arsenal, say in defense of Arsenal, is criticism of Premier League leaders unfair? Now the question what BBC they ask. Now, when you dive deeper into the BBC report, you can't stumble upon this particular section. Now, however, Arsenal are currently in a magnificent position, but remain largely unloved outside their particular part of North London. The bottom line is this: if Arsenal win the Premier League title, like other pieces of silverware are available, there would not be a single unhappy Gunners fan. No one at Arsenal will be negatively discussing how many set pieces they scored from, or whether they were pleasing on the eye. If the celebration starts, Ateta's job is to please his Arsenal superiors and his supporters, not to satisfy connoisseurs or make opposition fans like them. His job is to win, and he's doing that. The qualifications is that Ateta must now win, with the Premier League crown being the one that matters most, because if Arsenal go another season without the title, he will be questioned. And at the same point, Mr. Pade say, if we don't win, we say we don't win. Forget the method of how we take win at this point now, because we are so close to getting what we've been looking for. So at this point, if we like, we could play ugly from now to the end of the season, as long as we generate our 33 points every game. I no send. If we like, make the opposition get 90% ball position, we get 10. At the end of the day, we just bust net 1-0 and match end. Baba, I no send anybody, Papa. If not like that, the thing finish. make you finish like that, more carry our maximum 3 points. And like PBC said, one season don't end. Sure, you want to count how many set piece goals we can score once you done with the league. You don't go remember again now. You want to calculate how many times we then give us own goals. Say, oh, that match you played against Wolves, they dash us 2 own goals. You want to remember that one? Your mind go this say we don't win the league, more they celebrate the goal, more they chop rice and chicken, more they enjoy, more they flex, tears of joy. As in me going, I don't know how I go feel on that day gonna say if Arsenal go win. You go dey funny. Now, Mikel Arteta is upset. Arsenal did not even score more corners because for the Arsenal press conference, I watch Arteta own. They could ask Arteta wetin other people they talk about set piece, say we score set piece against Chelsea and that. Arteta say he not even dey happy. And we should have scored more from that corner in that match. So he not even dey happy say na only 2 we score. So we're supposed to score more. You get. Now, the debates on whether set pieces are ruining, imagine the type of nonsense debates they are having now. Whether set pieces is ruining modern football because now we they benefit from them the most. That's why they see all these people they talk about all these things you get. So Ateta said, I'm upset that we didn't score more and that we concede as well. The same set pieces will score. Now we still use concede, but people don't look at it. Ateta said, we want to be the best and the most dominant team in every aspect of the game. And that's the trajectory and the aim of this team. And as a club, we want to be the same. So we try to do that. They were asking him if he was surprised at the criticism aimed at his side. I think I said that's part of the job. Now, normal level. If they let me they cry from now, cry tomorrow, cry till next tomorrow. See in the same as me they continue. Now, you as an opponent or whatever, you get upset when you concede a goal, he said. I was really upset the way we considered the goal against Chelsea. Chelsea, look at the quality they have, the amount of set pieces, them also don't score. Manchester United don't score. How many set pieces goals they don't score? He said when he said they from Man City, don't do Man City before. So they used to work a lot on set pieces to score from them. But because they are not scoring their own fair share of goals from set pieces, they try to demonize the team that scores their own fair share of goals. This thing is not rocket science. Na normal level you get. Even at this point, the schools come out and say we don't deserve to win the league. I believe we today talk out. That one save day. All right, away from that. So Football Italia, when they give us this report, say Inter don't make Exposito stance clear after Arsenal contact, I think their sporting director, so one big week there. So according to La Gazzetta dello Sports, Andrea Berta has been in contact with Inter sporting director Piero Osilo to inquire after Exposito's availability and to ask how much it will cost to lure him away from San Siro. You get. So according to Tuesday's reports, Inter remain filled with their stance that Exposito is a key player in the club. They don't want to really sell him again, but May season end first. Maybe now we really know. May season end, they will really know. Now, even Michael Carrick, in fact, today, anybody who do press conference, they go ask him, say, what do you think about this set piece? Well, the grappling, the shoving, the pushing. What do you really think? So, Man U boss Michael Carrick, instead they claim say set piece grappling has gone too far. You know, mention Arsenal, but the media don't add Arsenal in clear dig at Arsenal. But we said we know saying Arsenal that they talk about it. Yes. In fact, this thing they so tough, so high. The traction with this particular talking point to the extent we say Sammy Mokbel of the BBC is telling us that Tottenham Hotspur have written a letter to PGMOL chief Howard Webb to raise concerns over key refereeing calls, primarily related to pushing inside the penalty area. This particular pushing, I repeat, no be only us dey do am, but the way everybody dey carry am for mind, e come be like say na only us dey do am. Look at Brighton coach Fabian Hosseler. I watch his own press conference today also. Hosseler dey talk about the set pieces because they ask am. Hosseler praise Arsenal. After him praise Arsenal, finish, he come talk say for him, the main topic is to make a rule. How much time do you have to play that corner? You get, or a throw-in. You come to say, in the tell the people they ask them, what they say, did you know that when Arsenal is leading 1-0, the Arsenal they always use corner they waste time. It takes Arsenal up to 1 minute to play a corner. Mr. Bakon they say, I don't think that's the case, but 1 minute, 1 minute far. So they take us 1 minute to play corner. When they use corner, the waste time. So in they call your own team now, say, make themselves start to play dirty. Now what if Fabian Hosseler they tell your own team? So make themselves start to play dirty because Arsenal they play dirty. Now that one no be there like the full reports. Now here's the full report. Brighton boss Fabian Hosler takes aim at Arsenal set piece tactics ahead of Premier League clash. And then one play, they called the talk for you to know say everybody no like us with this set piece. Why don't they like us? Because they don't know how to deal with it. That's just the truth. I think because it disturbs the rhythm of the game, and there are no clear rules anymore of how much time you can spend for a corner, how much time you can spend for a throwing. If not for throwing, shey we dey waste time for throwing, make I no lie. We no waste time if Brentford dey go romance ball, carry towel, clean ball, run, kind of dey go whine am, you get. Now, Hozala further highlighted inconsistencies in officiating. Some of the blocking or the way teams are blocking, I think there's no clear rule. Sometimes the referees whistle and it's a foul, and sometimes he doesn't. Hosala called for definitive guidelines to prevent excessive delays. For me, the main topic is to stay clear. I think we've taken that part. Therefore, I think we have to make clear rules because in the end, we have game time of 50 minutes instead of sometimes 65 minutes. The game is changing so much, you analyze it, and the difference is massive. Yes. Part of the things we also like also talk against Arsenal. He can say for this match, then one play against Arsenal, them need players wey sabi run. That was him talk. Say we need runners, get. And say Arsenal are the best squad in the league. He no go lie, get. And say in team, they no go show fear, although they go show give Arsenal that respect. Say yes, na be the best team in the world right now because na the top for Europe, na top the league, now enter round of 16 now. For the league, gonna be the best. Yes, maximum respect. But say they no go show fear. And secondly, they need runners. Thirdly, the interviewer come ask am a very stupid question in my opinion. Say as Arteta wan win the league, which advice im go give Arteta for the remaining 9 games wey dey? As the interviewer ask that question, I no know when I even talk am say what kind of nonsense question be that? Is he in the right position to answer that kind of thing? Hustle sef come tell the man say I'm not in the right position to answer that kind of thing. I've never won the league before. So why me wey never win league go dey advise person on how to win the league? Like for me, it make no sense. How do you ask that kind of silly question? So Hustle come tell am say Arteta knows what he needs to do because Arteta and Pep are the two best managers in the league. Hustle said it. That guy idolizes Mikel Arteta. He really bad no Mikel Arteta. Tomorrow, when we watch the match, I go see obviously Brighton will have a corner. I go see when Brighton wan play the corner, whether they go crowd our box. Abi whether they go do as the manager dey talk. They no go crowd the box, they'll just dey get. They'll just dey. Then when they cross the ball, they'll come fight. I want to see. Because Pep own, they come dey ask Pep, say, how you go take deal with those corners? Pep say he don't tell him players what they need to do. The coach say, okay, can you tell us? Pep say, no, I'm not telling you. It is for my players. Yes, because you can't be complaining because he himself go still face this Arsenal corner for that final, Carabao Cup final. He go face am, you get. And it's very, very brutal. I just like the fact that Arsenal they choke people for neck, they hook them. Now Arsenal can do some digging. He can go back in time. 2021, 2015. I saw a 2015 report. They can go dey dig up Gary Neville posts. When Gary Neville, you know, remember that time wey people dey talk say we dey too soft as that team. They were too soft. People used to bully us. They call it also Moku grow spine. You get Moku play with strength. Actually, people will be mad. You get when I think it was Troy Deeney when Deeney came out and said we don't have cojones. You get so we dey too soft. Say Arsenal says now small boys we dey use. Now Arteta can't listen to them, bulk up the team, sign a team of giants of 6 feet tall and something. Sign giants. Now we are towering ahead of people, busting nets with set pieces. They can't demonize us, but cast your mind back when they were saying we are too soft. As I saw the report today, in fact, if you go Twitter, they troll Gary Neville. Now as I say, don't let Gary Neville gaslight you. This was him in 2021. There's nothing worse than thinking your team are a little bit soft. Brentford have looked at them and thought, yeah, we will have you. And that's the worst feeling. Gary Neville has described Arsenal as being messed around. This particular analysis we give came after that match, the first match we will play against Brentford. Where them beat us, where Tony say nice kick about with the boys. Now that match, you get. Now Baba they talk all this one. Because I'm listening at Brentford to play. They bullied us. Ivan Toney had a field day, you get. So after that one, then we never see Gagbara. Even Gary Neville can't write this article, you get. Arsenal are a soft touch. This was in 2015, I think. This is my Telegraph Sports article this week. Arsenal are a soft touch. When the screws turn, they lack the strength, power, and pace. You get. Now, and there's nothing worse than thinking, okay, Gary Neville has described Arsenal as being messed around in their 2-0 defeat at Brentford. You get. Now, many people they wonder, say, for the comment section, somebody can say, so let's get this straight. Mikel Arteta listened to all these pundits, took their advice, made the team stronger. Now they are complaining about him taking the advice and making the team stronger. Like, make it make sense. Another person can say, who are the bullies now? Cry all you want. In fact, we are signing Kayode next summer. Let that sink in. When I see that Kayode comment, I just laugh. Imagine signing Kayode, they go say that dark arts now, Arsenal what they do now. Now, why are we highlighting all these different things? For you to see that all these pundits, most of them they forget the advice that they don't give before. No be so Carragher say make we no dey use Gyökeres again. Oh, carry Gabriel Jesus. In fact, Carragher and Gary Neville came outside with their full chest talk say if to say Kai Havertz dey fit for Arsenal, Gyökeres for no play at all, him go bench am. How? Like, I saw all those nonsensical arguments. If to say Gyökeres and the people who had there were good enough, why did we need to go and buy another striker? Like, is it that they have amnesia? They forget easily. Now the same Garaga come and say, thank God say Arteta no listen to his advice. So Arteta kept on playing Gyökeres and Gyökeres has repaid the fate of the coach. Now still him. So I like the fact that yes, they uncover all the things where Gary Neville don't do. He good, like it really it suits me. Now, away from that, ESPN UK come tell us say FIFA have no plans to introduce new measures to address the growing issue of grappling and holding at corners. You get? And I've already analyzed this thing. The reason they cannot bring in a new measure is that everybody did do them. Everybody did do them. You get? So for this game we'll play against Chelsea, I can still bring pictures of where Chelsea said they hold our own players. Now, normal thing. It's a general problem. So even if you bring a new law, it is going to affect even Liverpool, even Manchester United, affect everybody. Now, we can't even say Gabriel Magalhaes has more Premier League goal contributions this season than Garnacho, Florian Wirtz, Amad Diallo, and Bernardo Silva. They had more goal contributions than all these people. Now, away from that, I can't see this particular report say Ricardo Calafidi would like to return to Roma sooner or later. Obviously, we can't plan our career now, but yes, I can imagine it. Also, because I left halfway. Everything started out really well, goals. I even had the chance to play a bit more. Now, the major reason we make these guys they talk about leaving, all these things when they talk about that because they get that game time as they get time before. Sadly, who you go blame? Now injury you go blame. Because if you watch, let's say Nkapi don't solidify that left back. Nkapi don't Kolobi that place. Calafini was good on the first half of the Premier League season this season. It was he was efficient. But injury, that's why it happened. He just blocking trajectory, upward trajectory. So for some reason, he still be a very good member of the squad. Yeah, it still makes sense. We still need him. You get, but main calm down. You get. I even watch one video when they complain of London, say even get car, they drive, so hold up too much. Saying a driver in they pay, will they drive them around, never they drive your own car. Well, that one your own personal business. Now, away from that, if I may quickly bring you a message from one of our sponsors in Mobile Health Associates and Co Limited, they're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you call them on +234 80 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. Also, I could bring you a message from another of our sponsor, what they call Leaders Educational Services and Tours Limited. So if you want to study and live in the United Kingdom, you want to do your master's there, if you even carry your family, go. So the May and September 2026 intake is ongoing. So they will help you with admission assistance, show you exciting courses, work study opportunities, run your visa processing for you. So just apply today. So if you're interested, make you call them on 091 36378252 or 00659 33339. And their website now www.leadersedutourlimited.com, and their office address It's shop 206-207 Road 5, beside Stanbic Bank, Ikota Shopping Complex by VGC Lekiaja, Lagos State. So if you're interested, just contact them. Their number is at the bottom of the screen. Get in touch with them ASAP. You get. Now, away from that. So, when you hear from Sky Sports Football say Arsenal used to be too innocent. They know about gamesmanship now. Alan Smith expects Arsenal and Manchester City to win their games, these midweek games. They expect City to beat Nottingham Forest, expect Arsenal to beat Brighton at the Amex Stadium, and believes that Mikel Arteta's side shouldn't be affected by Fabian Hosela's calling for his Brighton team to play more dirty. Yes, he said they play more dirty, but they play more aggressively because that's how Arsenal play. And talking about aggression, so West Ham don't ban Adama Traore from lifting weights for gym. You get. So the coach, Nuno Espirito Santos, say, I've told him to stay out of the gym. It's enough weight that he carries. He's not a bodybuilder. He's not a heavyweight boxer, says Nuno Espirito Santos. He will do prevention work in the gym, but he's definitely not in there lifting weights. This weight wey dem see wey dey carry, this im body, na im be like im strength o. You get. If this guy start to run, baba, you no fit bully am o. This guy, you no go fit bully am easily, and that's just it. This is Carrick saying that the grappling and the shoving and the pushing, especially the one wey him no be Arsenal dey complain of, na like na Everton Tarkowski dem. Tarkowski wan finish am, you get. So he say, I think he's gone too far, you get. Everybody dey complain now that he's gone too far. Well, that one sef dey. Now, we're going to hear from Arteta wey talk say we want to be the most dominant team in every aspect of the league. I think I've taken that earlier. So let's move forward. Now, Ruud Gullit or Gillit, anyhow we wan call am. This one sef come dey complain o. I'm not just no sha, but make I read. Now, he say, I have decided to stop watching football. Let me take it again. I have decided to stop watching football. I don't enjoy our sport anymore. I watch Arsenal and Chelsea. What an absolute garbage match of football. I see players trying to create corner kicks, trying to create throw-ins. I see ball boys ready to give towels to the players. Football has become absolutely horrible. I hope that this is not the path we are heading at. I'm waiting for players who will take on defenders again. Someone like Lamine Yamal. I'm missing the joy. I don't enjoy football anymore. There's a tax on the pitch. We are the players dribbling. We are the players with balls. Why is everybody passing? Baba, go watch La Liga. I don't understand all this one. Go watch La Liga. China, every game never can they play well. You are using just one game to say you don't want to watch football again. One particular game, high stakes game. What about the match you played against Tottenham or someone will destroy them? What about the match you played against Inter Milan away when we were playing fine football there? What about the match you played against Bayern? What about the match you played against Aston Villa this season at our home? Oh, play beautiful football. You are isolating one particular. Which kind of pundit? Papa, maximum respect for you, say because you be senior man or AJ. Wetin dey talk na rubbish. Maximum respect for you based on who you be. You get. But punditry is not for everybody. Leave punditry. If they invite you, say they won't pay you, stay house. No, say no, sir, I don't want. So that I don't talk nonsense. Because don't face me. See garbage. In fact, now so Jonas, that report, Jonas come from nowhere. What that report said? From nowhere, unprovoked, just start to dey insult Declan Rice and Zubimendi, and the media allowed it to stand. Nobody fought back. No argument. Jonas dey talk say our midfielders na shit packer. Say I rate Declan Rice, I rate Zubimendi, good players o. My word, I wish I would have had the opportunity to play against that midfield, like to play against our Declan Rice and our Zubimendi then. Say in which say now when in the play, nine they play like now in the play. Because I was having to deal with Gilberto Silva, Fabregas, and Vieira, proper players, not idiots. This is unprovoked. Why are you calling Rice and Zubimendi idiots? They are top of the Premier League. They are doing well in the Champions League. They are not pushovers. They are good players. I don't see any team that they cannot start in. These two players, mention that team. Where these two players not be starting, where they not fit break into that first 11. Mention that team. for this world where these two no fit break in, and you just call them idiots for no reason. Na so that one say him watch only our match and Chelsea for that reason he no want to watch football again. Why you no go La Liga? Why you no go Brazil? Samba, go dey watch Samba. If you want where they dribble every day. Papa, do you know the stakes that are high? If we give you dribble, at the end of the day, the dribble no result to anything. Now, na go see come outside insult the Arsenal and say we no fit win league 20 donkey years. This time around, we are result oriented. That is the number one goal. We don't suffer too much. We don't play good football. Where the good football lead us to? Hi, Omo. I swear to God, this general statement, it just be like saying I made the insults. It paid me die. And I was wishing that they would ask Mikel Arteta this, but I didn't see it in the transcripts. I didn't hear it. In fact, in the coming days, I would wait and see whether Ian Wright, Martin Keown, Emmanuel Petit, and all those pundits, all those senior Henry, all those people where they affiliated to Arsenal, whether they go address this particular statement. It shouldn't, like, we shouldn't let it lie that way. No. Odu me gone. He paid me enter so. Okay, look at, they are demonizing our set piece prowess. But this is Alex Crook telling Thomas Tuchel to copy Arsenal in World Cup. Carry physicality, carry the physicality, enter them. Telling him to do what Arsenal is doing. The two people when they do the crossing for Arsenal, you have them, which means you are going to be having perfect set pieces. The remaining thing is, do you have the will to jump and knock the ball? Just like Ibrahim Magalhaes. Do you have the will in your England team? You have the Clarence, you have Bukayo Saka, left and right, corner kick. They go run out for you. England, the England Premier League is known for its physicality. The players that have been good that are representing England, playing the England Premiership, majority of them, if not all of them. So they are used to physicality. Leverage it. On one end, they demonize us. On another end, they tell Tuchel making emulate the winning style. Just like now only Pep, I give maximum respect. Pep say there is nothing to complain about. Football they evolve. And say you don't take when don't they hear set piece. Not be today set piece starts. It is part of the game. Now what Pep talk, it's part of the game. So instead of complaining, adapt. Just adapt. That's just the truth. Now let us unpack Arteta's press conference on injury updates on Odegaard. So Arteta say yes, we have to wait and see how comfortable he is to do certain actions. On Declan Rice, I hope so. He was much better today. Obviously, we haven't really trained because we have only 2 days to prepare the game. So hopefully, it's going to be better tomorrow. Yes. Now on David Raya, yes, Raya is good to go. Raya no get any issue. On set pieces, I'm obsessed with this come. I think I've taken that on it for that. So I'm being criticized. I've been good. I say it's part of the job. So now on the heart rates coming down after Sunday, they say yeah, and when the whistle went down, so it wasn't for that long. I think I have a very strong heart. I think I've been tested. Okay, it's been tested since I was 2, since I was born, basically. So it's been a few years. On Kai Havertz, they say he has done a part of the session, a training session. So we'll have to wait and see whether he's available and in which condition he's available. The rest, I don't think there will be anybody else. On Martin Odegaard, we will see. On Ben White, Ben is not available. Max Doman is back. Max Doman is available. Yes, it's available for selection. Now, on game management, we have to do much better with the ball in our actions. And then I said a lot of credit to Chelsea as well, because from the tight situations, they produced the biggest chance from a cross that's not even a shot. Converted into a shot, and David had to make a big save. That was it. A few days ago against Spurs, second half, when we went in 1-1, and then the game obviously deserved much better from our side. We managed to score 3 goals and win the game more constantly. So all the time, we have to continue to learn. On speaking to the players about nerves, we talk about every aspect of the game and managing the game, managing the results, managing a set time context. You have 10 men against 11. It's a very important one. So we discuss everything. On facing Brighton, yes, they're a good side, they're well coached, this and that. Just praise no man. I know Arteta they respect opposition. Now, on what Eze can offer on the wing, depending on your position, especially, and the relationship that he has around, because he's a player that needs a lot of movement around him to activate those spaces, to create a space for himself, and for him, in order to be efficient in those spaces. But it's certainly an option that we have in the team, and that's why I personally think Izzy will thrive for this game. This is a bit wipe all those outside shot and space is good. This game will be like that sports game. Space good to exploit. Bryson they carry that A game come, carry that foot team come. Which of they carry our own foot like the match goes sweet to watch. Now, on closing games out, there are a lot of factors to that. As I said, some of them are related to us and us being more clear and more willing to do certain things. And then, as well, the opponents, what they do well and puts you in the black box. Okay, so that one save day. Also, so the currently talk about on if he thinks about resting Declan Rice or maybe Eberechi. So you say or Zubimendi. You say it's always like this with any player. You have to understand which games are more fitted for them and other players as well. That's what we have to do. Understand how they are feeling, because there are moments when you feel that it's the right moment to go, and others when you say in a great moment I want to continue to play. On managing the emotions at the end of the season, those emotions are going to be different now because we have managed a lot of emotions over the last 8 months. The deal from here until the end is that we are going to have to do a lot of things that have nothing to do with emotions as well, to continue to rehearse and to hope to win what we want to win. Now, on data playing a role in the game plans, data and the education we all have, I think that influences a lot. And yes, what we learn from other teams, leagues, and managers that is being implemented in the system, it's a very rich system in the Premier League. We all learn from each other, and the game becomes more and more complicated. Now we have to do something. We have to agree there are sets of rules that we cannot play football. You cannot go man for man. We are going to see tomorrow. It will be a different league. There are choices we have to make. But if everybody wants to be more competitive, more efficient, then we have to accept it. Now, moving on the quality of our set pieces, because this one might be the biggest talking point. So I think I said, I don't know. I mean, you as an opponent, you get upset when you consider the goal, right? I was really upset the way we considered the goal against Chelsea, and Chelsea. Look at the quality that they have, the amount of set pieces they score. Man, you're doing their own things as well. When I was at Man City, we used to work a lot on set pieces. So it's something that, and there are phases and there are moments when a team has an opportunity to do certain things, and the game is evolving, and the team is becoming more and more difficult. Like teams are becoming more difficult. Before, when you used to have a game plan and you just do invert a fullback and bring in an extra player in midfield or a first line, opponents are finished, big overload, 4 versus 3 inside, 2 versus 1 inside, time on the ball, so dominant, 70-80% possession, the other opponents, 2 counter attacks, set pieces, the game is done. Because before, if you don't get like 80% position, your opponent get 20%, you are more likely to win that game. But no be so it be now. Things don't change. You get now teams are adapting. Teams know after every sequence of play, whether it's a throw in, whether it's a style of play, an open play situation, or direct play, exactly what they have to do, and everything is almost man to man. So it's going to be very difficult unless we change the rules, because the evolution of the game is that. So now we're saying Ateta, but the way Ateta they see this game, you see this football, the way Ateta mind the work, it is different from how other managers mind the work. Ateta sees things beyond their imagination, even though they are allowed to imagine. But not everybody fits imagine. Even though imagination is free, belief is free, visualization is free. So you know how many times me I dey visualize many scenarios for my head. Just as I dey see tomorrow now, I dey imagine wetin go happen between Timber and Kaoru Mitoma. I don dey because Mitoma good o. Mitoma good o. Yeah, so I don dey imagine am for my head. Then I don look the fullbacks of Brighton sef. Dem sef dey no too good like that. So Saka should be having a field day. Trossard supposed to be give me 1 goal tomorrow. You get. I will not even be surprised if Namadeke can't start, because rotation is going to be very key. You understand how it go. So, well, man, easy. Easy, but we still have to cut these players some slack. Now, on the energy from the crowd, I think when you have the ball, you need to make certain decisions. If I'm shouting to a player, they have the ball, pass to him, pass to him. You are not making decisions. You are just being told what to do. You get. I think I analyze this. I don't want to talk about that particular one. You get. Now, on Martin Zubimendi's minutes in his first team, this guy needs rest. I There are different circumstances. Obviously, the number of games and competitions we are involved in, certain injuries as well, and the fact that obviously he's doing so well and for a first year, he has had a great season. On any concern on his fitness, we have tried to manage his fitness. We have to do that now. I mean, we are late in the season and we've been doing that for the whole season. It's an unprecedented season for us. We've never played this many games, even in our history. On top of that, there are guys going with the national team in March, the international break. And on top of that, we have a World Cup. So for us, for sure, that's something we can keep an eye on. But they are going to break every record they've had in the past, whether it's in one season, two or three, because the number of games they're playing is inevitable. You get. So only if he thinks Zubimendi arrives as a pain, you get, or as a pair rather. He say yes, I see them as a pair because according to the person they ask the question, says Zubimendi arrives, they really, really understand themselves. Now, on if the game is about winning, I tell I say, see, I don't know how you can celebrate because they look am like say we score set piece goal, we no score goal. I do some people dey look am. So I think I can say I don't know how you can celebrate one goal differently from the way you celebrate another one. I thought I say no dey see these goals as oh this one na set piece, oh this one na from open play. Baba all goal na goal, you get. So that's the reality of football. And at the end of the day na 3 points na im matter most. No be all this one wey people dey talk. 3 points na im be the original koko, you get. So na so e just be. I try to fast track this press conference because a long small. You get now on Bukayo Saka's adaptability and performances. He said the importance of B and what it brings to the table emotionally to the team, the experience and the role that he already has in the team, and how he impacts the opposition is clear. His performance has been really good. We can increase the numbers, obviously, but his position at the moment, I think, is in a good place. Because they also talk about clean sheets, and that's very soon. Shall we'll still come back to clean sheets because of recent times, come like say we know the two get clean sheets like that, but it's coming. We'll just get patience. It's coming. All right, so no waste time. I'll just bring you a message from this our sponsor, Dove and Dove International Academy, in conjunction with Dove Football Academy and Itidia Sports Spain, presents New York Youth World Challenge. So they invite you to participate in the first ever organized tournament for kids and family in the history of the World Cup. Dove and Dove International Academy have been handed the privilege to represent Nigeria as the first ever organized tournament for kids and family at the World Cup coming up in New York City, USA, July 2026. This serves as an invitation to indicate interest as an individual under 10 and 12 ages, plus opportunity for parents to participate in the prestigious tournament and tour. If interested, make you call +234806686 or +2348156282562 to get started. And the travel cost is 5.5 million per child, and the registration closes 15th of March 2026. So if you get any question whatsoever, make you just call their number and ask them ASAP. Now, the biggest news of the night, that may say Pep dey tell Ancelotti and other managers, instead of complaining of Arsenal's corner, just adapt. You can complain if you want, but at the end of the day, adapt. Say him don already tell players how to handle. In fact, you know the match I wan see, the match I can't wait to see. Man City versus Brentford. Whether na home or away, I don't care. I want to see whether Man City dey fit to handle that physicality from the Brentford team. Make God do and say all the Brentford team, nobody go get injury. They go do complete. Get. I want to see how that match will be. So my dear Arsenal lovers, with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to just call the show and end. Whew! It's like come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now good night. I'll get out. All right, guys. Ciao. Man, so tired.